Travel to Vancouver Island, British Columbia to hunt with Jim Shockey and Pacific Rim Guide Outfitters for the largest black bears on the planet. All spot and stalk, in-your-face black bear hunting action. If you dream of taking a trophy black bear, Pacific Rim Guide Outfitters can help you make that dream a reality. To book a hunt with Jim Shockey, call 888-826-1011 or go to JimShockey.com. Don't miss the hunt of a lifetime. Hunt with Jim Shockey for giant Canadian whitetails in the undisputed hotspot with big bucks, Saskatchewan, home to the largest white-tailed deer in the world. To book a hunt with Jim Shockey, call 888-826-1011 or go to JimShockey.com. Don't miss the hunt of a lifetime. Hunt with Jim Shockey in the Yukon, the newest addition to his territory's Rogue River outfitting for the giant Alaskan Yukon moose, grizzly bear, and caribou. Hunt where the big game animals have never seen human beings. To book a hunt with Jim Shockey, call 888-826-1011 or go to JimShockey.com. Don't miss the hunt of a lifetime. Hunt with Jim Shockey in Old Mexico, the living desert of Sonora, home to the largest mule deer in the world. First-class adventure and big bucks. The dream come true for serious mule deer hunters. To book a hunt with Jim Shockey, call 888-826-1011 or go to JimShockey.com. Don't miss the hunt of a lifetime. Hasta la vista y buena suerte.
Gorgeous. Hi, I'm Jim Shockey, and welcome to this edition of the Hunting Adventure Series. For the next hour, we'll be taking you to some of the world's ultimate big game hunting destinations. We'll be sharing in the romance of the hunt, the beautiful sunrises and sunsets, the campfires and coyote howls and the spectacular scenery. And we'll be sharing in the tradition of the hunt too, paying respects to that tradition, honoring that tradition. We'll be sharing a few laughs, I'm sure, when I miss. And always we'll be sharing the adventure. You know, when the weather gets this nasty and the country's this rugged, it's a time when I want to find a happy place. For me, one of the happiest places hunting is when I'm hunting with my father or my son. The hunt you're about to watch is with my father on his first African safari to Namibia.
We got another 10 days here, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have some luck. We saw for a number of animals. We had a little bit of tough luck on our part, good luck on the eland part. Wind changed one day, they were coming right in on us, and one big bull in the group. And the wind, I'm telling you, and I'm sure in 2 minutes it made almost 180-degree switch in the direction it was blowing. 400 yards the eland were in, they come right down a fairly open part of the country. I was all set to go. The wind changed and that was it. There we go.
They're coming this way slowly.
think, Father?
Maybe next time, sir.
Saw him.
I saw your eland.
Here we are, my cameraman Cody and myself. We're in a tree stand. We're after kudu and oryx. And Jim is out with his muzzleloader trying to get a demerit dik-dik, or small little species of the antelope family.
You know, I've spent hundreds of hours on stand with my dad, and the one thing about him that never changes, if he's not sleeping, he's fidgeting. That's the bad news. The good news is, once the animal shows up, he's all business. Dad was having some terrible luck on his first African safari. I was starting to feel sorry for him. He didn't get his eland bull, and he tried. We wouldn't let him shoot that kudu bull that he thought was perfectly fine. It was too small for camera, but it was meat to him. That's what he wants. So I knew we had to do something to keep him into the hunt, or he was going to fall asleep for the next 10 days. We had one choice: go after Cape Red hartebeest. Now, these crooked horn, long-nosed antelope are normally very difficult to find and more difficult to sneak up on, but Henty's got tons of them in his area. And we were lucky enough to spot a great big bull close to the vehicle. Close enough that a 76-year-old man who tends to get dizzy if he has to walk more than 50 yards should be able to get close enough to get a shot off. It's hard to describe how I felt as I followed my father across the bush veld underneath those wide open African skies, stalking in on what I hoped would be his first big game animal in Africa. It was the weirdest feeling. It was a combination of joy and excitement, trepidation, and of course, respect. Really, I think someone who knows their words better than I do would call it love, but please don't say that to my dad. I knew I wanted him to get this animal. That's the one thing I was absolutely sure of. But every time we stalked in, they kept moving further and further away, till finally, one stood still.
Very good.
Hey!
Excellent shot, sir. Brilliant. Okay, he's going down.
Oh, he's tipping over. There you go.
Finger away. Excellent shot, sir.
Hey!
How was that?
Father. Father. Congratulations.
Well shooting. Good shooting.
That wasn't so hard, eh, Father?
Well, it's not like it used to be.
Oh,
What a monster.
hartebeest.
Beautiful.
Oh, he's a monster. Father. Hey, Father. Hartebeest.
May I be the first? Congratulations.
You're already
Thank
too
you.
late.
Excellent shot.
I did it before you even lined up.
Ah, you had to jump me ahead there, eh?
Father, look at this.
What a big old boy.
Oh, oh, that is gorgeous.
Beautiful curl in him. Back open in the middle. tips pointing out a little bit.
Father, Africa.
Yeah.
Namibia safari with Hinty Van Eerden. 76-year-old man. What a stock too. That's pretty good. The trudging part was a little weak, but I guess that's beautiful. What do you say?
This is a nice bull.
First antelope I shot.
First antelope in Africa.
Yeah.
Once Dad broke the ice with that first big game animal, there was no holding him back. Right away the next day he wanted to go after kudu. Now the first time I ever went to Namibia with Hinty Van Eerden, I was quite surprised. It's not wilderness areas. Namibia is broken up into huge big cattle ranches, and the only way they can bring water up to the surface for their cattle is with windmills. And these windmills, of course, make perfect vantage points to look for kudu. Now, being the brave guy that I am, I let Hinty Van Eerden crawl up into the stratosphere while I visited with my dad, had some quality time. Kind of questioned Hinty whether he was really seeing anything or whether he had good enough eyes, and we sort of quack at him once in a while from down below. But eventually he came down and said, yeah, he'd spotted one, and we started stalking. Now, after about 20 minutes walking, I started not believing it and started goofing off. I almost blew it for us. It's been about a mile.
You actually sound like an elephant compared to your father.
That's not me. That's a 76-year-old elephant. Watch out, spikes.
Hinty.
There's no animals here. This is dead zone.
Just get ready. Safety off. Get ready. Yes, that's a nice bull. Take him if you're ready.
Yep.
Just that's a good shot. That looks good.
Where did you hit him, Father?
What do you
Right behind the shoulder.
I couldn't tell. Let me get the gun.
Did you hear that? I think it just went down. You hear the bushes crash?
Where were you aiming, Father? Where were you aiming?
Right over the front leg.
Over the front leg.
Yeah.
I'm running this way.
What do you think? Did you squeeze it?
No, I might have shot a wee bit back. I might have pulled it a wee bit back.
So you figure you went down again?
I think so, but we've just got to be careful. Oh boy. It is.
Yeah.
I think his head is down. He's lying on his stomach though, just be ready. Stay next to me.
Oh my goodness sakes. Father.
That's where the bullet came out.
Yeah, because he was quartering.
That was the exit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exit. And good shot.
Look
Good
at the
shot. Lungs.
look at the
Little bit
curls.
behind the shoulder.
Oh my.
Beautiful.
What's
Deep
the space?
spiral.
Yeah.
Father,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Sir, well done.
Oh.
Very nice kudu. Very nice.
Do you want to thank anybody, while you got camera on? And
Uh,
Oh,
we got a pretty good professional hunter here.
Professional hunter.
Yeah.
Anybody else down the list?
My mother.
my wife for letting me go.
Yeah, that's right.
We knew that Dad didn't have very many more miles left on those old legs, so we decided to set up a blind at a water hole and wait for the animals to come to us.
That could be stable enough. Just throw this boykie up here.
This is kind of fancy. You guys never heard of real tree camel?
We've got a problem with the shipping costs in here, eh?
And I want you to take a close look at what my father decided to wear that day. He's got to be the only guy in Africa that's ever worn a 1940s wool lumberjack shirt. That gemsbuck is right behind the bushes. Dad's waiting to take the shot. We can't do it until it comes out. It's coming out. Look at you. Come. Just relax. Yeah, racket. Put another one. Put another one. Hit him again if he goes. Hit him again.
Fine, it's fine.
No, it's down. It's down.
It's fine. That was a perfect shot, sir.
Yo.
Put the sight.
Hey, Father.
Come, sir.
You got him.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, Father.
Okay, I'll get it for you. It's on the ground.
What?
What do you think of that?
I was supposed to.
Yeah, you did. Father, how long do we have to wait for that thing?
76 years.
76 years. Your first African safari and you just got a gemsbuck. Oryx, I mean one of the most spectacular animals on the planet. What a shot.
I want to take that hide home.
You want that one home?
Yeah.
Can I have the horns?
Oh, I'll take them too.
You want the horns too? Well, my dad's quite a character. Remember when I asked him how long we had to wait? I meant how long that day, and Dad answered 76 years. That's because that's how long he's been dreaming about coming to Africa. Blue lumberjack shirt or not, I was darn proud of him.
What a beautiful oryx.
Father, look at this. Look at this. That's spectacular.
Just look at these old rings, a very old one. These tight rings down here.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very glistening.
Yeah.
The coloring, the beautiful white and black coloring on the face, that's just one of Africa's, I think, most beautiful animals.
Hey, Father,
Yeah, that could be.
congratulations. I'm proud of you. That's just fantastic. I'm honored to be here for this. Once Dad had his first 3 animals down, we knew he didn't have any choice anymore. We had to go after the one animal that we thought would be the most difficult for an older gent like him to get, and that was the Kalahari springbuck. These tiny little antelope are smaller than our pronghorns over here in North America, but they have the same type of eyesight. It's incredible, and it makes it very difficult to get close to them in the relatively open country where they live. We got close to everything else. We got close to warthogs, and even bustards. These are the biggest flying bird over in Africa. I think they weigh about 20 pounds, 25 pounds. We even got close to a herd of kudu. I just about had to grab the gun from Dad to keep him from shooting. He already had his kudu. But we couldn't get close to those little springbuck, no matter how many miles and miles and miles we walked. So we tried driving and then stopping and glassing. Once we spotted the springbucks, we went after them. But even that didn't prove to be very easy. You always had them.
You know where they get their name, eh?
Yeah, the spring. It was turning out to be even more difficult than we anticipated. We knew it was going to be tough, but we didn't realize it would be this tough to get close to a springbuck. But we also knew, we'd all hunted long enough to know, that if you give up, if you don't keep trying, you'll never get close enough. So that's what we did. We tried and tried. Every time we saw them, we went after them. Even on some stalks where we knew the odds were pretty low. That's the great thing about hunting though. If you keep trying, if you put enough time towards getting close to that animal, eventually your bad luck will change. And eventually you will get close enough to take the shot. But just because you get close enough to take the shot, doesn't mean you're going to make the shot.
Okay, that's it. It's a long shot. Take your time, make a nice shot. Work it back. Oopsie, so I think that was that was a little bit over him, eh?
Okay.
A little bit high on that one.
Where did you hold it at?
I missed them anyway.
My father, for
Well-
shame. Oh, that was only 300 yards.
That was just a warning shot, eh?
Yes.
If it had been an elephant, I'd have got it.
Well, father,
But,
want to try again or just want to give up on springbuck?
oh no, I'll try again.
It was pretty funny to see Dad miss that springbuck. I actually haven't seen him miss in the last 20 years of hunting with him. And it was a tough shot, to be fair to him. I have to give him credit too because he didn't want to quit. I would have expected 76 years old, sleep for the next few days, give up. But no, he wanted to keep going after those springbuck.
The little guy saw us. Let's just try and get to this tree. It's a much more stable rest. Okay, set up. You can put a bullet in.
There's not one in the chamber.
Yeah.
That's just, excuse me, careful. Okay, take a, he's about 300 yards. Just take a nice aim. If you're ready, you can shoot. Ay, sir, that was a bit of a miss.
You're low here.
He stopped, he's going to turn right now.
No, you okay? Just push it, jam it forward.
Another live one around?
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, slowly now. He came closer, that's about 250. Slowly. Whoa, you got him on that one. Well done. You just whacked him.
Eagle eye.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's down, he's kicking.
You nailed him. You jump and kick like that, that could be heart shot.
Let's walk over there. Just make sure.
But what about that miss? What was that all about?
I just weaved, I guess.
You tried when you walk now, you weave when you shoot. What's going on?
Didn't used to miss.
How long a shot was that?
That was easy, 250 yards.
250 yards. And I think you add on, 100 yards for every 10 years over 60? That's about 500 yards.
Oh, that's what I figured.
He sure as heck showed we young guys how to shoot,
I know.
eh?
That's-
How it should be
I
done.
know, I'm worried. My next shot, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, just like my daddy. Hey, Father, congratulations. A good shoot.
Well done, well done.
Yeah,
What a
fantastic.
beauty little old male.
He just said we will be right back. You gotta give me a different dialogue.
I've got buckstrap today. You know, there's all kinds of ways to get around out in the backcountry. I hear a super cub in the distance right now, actually. That's one way, float planes or wheel planes, bush planes basically. Or you can go on four-wheel drive vehicles. Trucks, we use a lot of trucks on Vancouver Island when we get up into the mountains to glass for bears. Or quads, we call them, four-wheelers. That's really popular nowadays, not too expensive to get one of those and get back up in the mountains. You can use horses like we're using in Wyoming today to go up into the mountains for elk, or you can use boats. And boats are a really fun way to hunt. If you ever get a chance, you gotta try it. That's what you're gonna be doing right now. Before you get in that boat though, you're gonna have to get in an airplane, a float plane in this case. We're headed up to the Yukon into my Rogue River outfitting territory. 15,000 square miles of the greatest moose country ever invented. Just to give you an idea how big that is, you can fly in that float plane for 2 hours starting on one boundary and never hit the far boundary. There's no roads, there's no people, there's no houses, there's no nothing up there. When that airplane drops you off and you unload your gear, and then the airplane takes off into the wild blue, it is an eerie feeling. You are a long way from civilization.
Finally made it.
Made it. It's good to be here.
Good flight.
Great flight.
So now we just gotta have a couple of shots and make sure the old Hoyt's working, and then we'll go for we got that 6-hour delay, so I guess we can go for a boat ride anyways.
That sounds good.
So while it's still got some light, just have a few shots, and then we'll go for a boat ride, and then we'll be ready for tomorrow morning.
Sounds great.
See if we can go find a moose.
The moose up in my territory in the Yukon are the largest of the moose species in the world, the Alaskan Yukon moose. They can weigh 2,000 pounds and they can be 10 feet to the top of their antlers. But more importantly for the hunter, the two most important facts for the hunter are, number one, they've never seen human beings before, so they're not afraid of us. You can get close to them. And number two, there's a lot of them. Something Chipper Dipple was about to learn on the first day of his hunt.
Oh, this is a beautiful spot, isn't it?
It is.
Look at the mountains up there, fresh snow. You know, you can't beat this for moose hunting.
You sure can't. There's some tracks right here.
Good shot! We have to get another arrow, Another arrow. Get up top. Get another arrow. He's not going anywhere. Get in front. He's not going anywhere. Get out. Let's go. He's gone down. All right.
Look at the points.
It's not moving, I don't think. Yeah. God, he's got to be 2,000 pounds. Oh.
We did it.
All right.
First moose.
Let's have a look.
Shoot. Big animal.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome moose. Alaska Yukon moose. 58 inches. And it's got 12 on one side and 11 on the other. 8.5 inches at the base.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of bow are you shooting?
Shooting a Hoyt X-Tech.
Whoa.
Really a nice bow.
Cam and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Great hunt. We still have 9 days left.
Right, first morning.
8 days to get them out, and we'll have 1 day left to try for a grizzly bear or a caribou.
That's right. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Hunting any desert is an extreme. In this particular case, I'm in the Kalahari Desert in Namibia. But you're going to go to another desert, a North American desert, down in the state of Sonora in Old Mexico. You're going to be hunting for coos deer and puma. On this hunt you're about to watch, I went down to Old Mexico to visit an old friend of mine, Ubaldo Lopez. He's an outfitter down there. Him and I actually outfit together for mule deer now. And I took my son, Brand Shockey. He was going down. He'd never shot a deer, believe it or not. He's my own son, and I've never taken him whitetail deer hunting. And first time I take him, it's for coos deer, one of the most difficult of all the North American big game species to hunt. We had a few opportunities. We moved in on a few, made a few stalks, almost got one up the side of a mountain, but it was just not the shot Brand felt comfortable with, so we didn't take it. It was about day 3, I believe, when we finally found a big coos buck, an old one.
Okay, amigo, you see the two big bucks together? Okay, be careful. The one on the right is better, okay? He's walking to the left side. You can shoot it right there on the open, okay?
Okay, that's by the old tree, right, you're talking about?
Okay, that's 200 meters.
Where should
Take your time.
Where should he aim? Where should he aim?
Yes, shoot it right there on the middle of the body.
You drilled him, Brad. You got him. Hey, Brad. Yeah, you drilled him. You broke him down. If you get, you got another one in there just in case. Holy smokes, Brenda. That was about a 1,000,000-yard shot.
Good shot, amigo.
Hey, Brad. Hey, Brad. Talk to me. That's how far was that shot? That's like across an entire mountain range.
See the money?
Yeah, you drilled him, Brad. He went straight down. We walked, at that point, once we had the buck down, we had to get over there. And it was not easy. It was across a deep gorge, up another side, and I remember what I said, everything has spikes on it when you're walking through these little tunnels that the Coues deer can get through easily, but we can't. We were almost up to where his Coues buck was when one of the vaceros, the cowboys, stopped and said, "Puma, Puma." I didn't see it, Brand didn't see it, Ubaldo saw it and said, "Big one." Great, but we didn't, what are you going to do? The Puma was running across the side of the mountain face and was gone into that thick underbrush. And we had our Coues buck down.
That's the buck, amigo.
Just where he was, eh?
Yeah.
Although?
What a beauty. He's a tall buck. Oh, you see him? Beautiful. Beautiful buck. Congratulations, amigo.
Thank you, Beldo.
There's the buck, amigo. You found that. It's an old buck, very old buck.
So this
Look
is
at what beautiful. Big body too.
It's a Coues deer.
See? Look at that.
Holy moly. What was that at the end? Like 310? 310? Right?
Yeah,
310 yards.
It's no, this buck is going down, so it's like 6.5 years old.
Oh, okay, so pretty old.
Very old buck.
We're taking pictures when we saw up on a far ridge the other cowboys on horseback with the dogs. This Puma had been killing their cattle. This was one they had been after for a long time. It was an old, mature Tom Puma. And the cowboys were out looking for him, trying to cut his track. Well, here we'd just seen him. The track was obviously fresh, doesn't get any fresher than that. So we started whistling and got their attention, waving. They worked their way around the whole canyon. We were taking our pictures. They came down to us with the horses, and you won't believe where they could take these horses, but they got down to us, which was kind of convenient because we could load the Coues deer on top. We took the Coues deer back to where the vehicle was, came all the way back again, and set the dogs on that Puma track. Of course it's fresh. The dogs were instantly after it, and the chase was on.
Baldo just said that the dog's over there and they've treed the cougar on the other side of the ridge down there. And the cowboys there, they're watching over. I think we're going to come down here and try and see if we can, try and get him.
So he's treed, or is he bait up, or what's he doing?
He's treed, yeah, bait up by the dogs.
He's not fighting, he's just up in a tree.
No, he's up on the top.
We followed as best as we could. I mean, it's a run, you're running, it's a hard hunt. We had to backtrack a couple of times, but finally we heard the hounds were baying. They were yelling that this cat was bayed up somewhere in a tree or trees.
You see the dogs?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. This is one of the cowboys to our right side, and you can see the cougar on the top of the oak.
As we get up closer, we can see the dogs. We see the horses already there, the cat's in the tree. We get closer. I can't see it in the camera. I tell Brand, don't shoot, wait, I'm gonna get this on camera. Wait, Brand. The cat bolted. Man, was I dirt. Every single Vacero and the guides, they call them guias there. And Ubaldo looked at me, my son looked at me like, what kind of a jerk are you for letting this cat get away? All of a sudden Brant says, right here, and you look and this big tom just leaped right by us, just loping. It was unbelievable to see that cat go by 20, 30 feet away. And suddenly the dogs are all around us. It was mayhem. They caught up to the cat very quickly after that and treated again. And this time when we went up, there was no mistake. I came right in with the camera. Brant took the shot, and it was dead before it hit the ground. Unbelievable hunt for Coues deer and puma. I was so proud of my son. I mean, he got his first Coues deer on this hunt, and one of the toughest animals to ever hunt, a puma down in Old Mexico. Occasionally when you're out hunting and you have 2 tags in your pocket, the planets line up and you get both of the animals you're after. Mike went out yesterday evening and got this fantastic 30.5 inch wide mule deer buck, about a 190. Then went out this morning into my Coues deer area here in Sonora, Mexico, and got this fantastic Coues deer. I mean, what a hunt, it's perfect. The hunt you're about to watch is with John Nosler. Now, John is of Nosler Bullets fame. I guided him on my Vancouver Island black bear territory, and I don't want to give it away, but I will tell you he did have 2 tags in his pocket. Now, for those of you who don't know, Vancouver Island is an absolutely gorgeous place. It's located off the west coast of British Columbia. It's about a 400-mile long island, and it's surrounded by the Pacific Ocean. Whenever we're there, we eat like kings. I love seafood. We'll stop the crab boats, the prawn boats, or we'll let the hunters go dig whatever they want. We'll cook it if they'll eat it. But that's not the reason the hunters come to hunt with me. They come for the black bears. The island's full of them. And there's a reason there's so many black bears. We'll see 10 to 30 a day. It's because of the loggers. They clear cut, which turns the island into one big giant berry patch. Depending on what time of year it is and depending on the client, we have 3 different choices for hunting method. We can hunt them from the truck, just spot them and then stalk, or we can hunt from the boat, or we can walk. I know I walked up this one the other day and I walked down this one fairways, but I don't know, I kind of know right or no wrong. But I know there was a last time I did not walk the whole way here, so maybe we'll walk this whole way right now. When I say it depends on the client, if I get a hunter that is in danger of having a heart attack, I'm not going to walk him up and down these mountains, they're steep. But when I get a young guy like John who's in good shape, he's going for a walk. There's a big sign up on that road all through. And there's another landing that comes right down here on this ridge. And there's a big sign there. So, I mean, he's in here. Just, you know where. I think John was starting to get concerned that his guide didn't know what the heck he was doing, because we walked from the bottom of the mountain to almost the top of the mountain before we bumped into our first bear. At first glance, it looked like it was a good one, but it was one of those good from far but far from good bears. I had to tell John, no, we're going to let this one go, even though that was the only bear we'd seen up to that point. There's bigger bears, I knew it, and it actually wasn't very long before we did bump into one of those bigger bears. A real tough one to judge, though. He is a skinny bear with great big paws. Just ahead now, there's a boar, I think. He's by himself. Do you have one in the chamber? Okay. This way. He knows us. He sees us. Come on. Come. Just come right up. Come on. Okay, there. There you go. Just get right up and just, that's it. No, that's good. Okay, just wait. He's not going anywhere now. He's definitely a boar. If you want to get, yeah, he's a long one. I'd shoot him. Yeah. Can you take him right there? Offhand? Just wait. No, he's got to be wide open. No. Yeah. There you go. Hit him again. Come on. There he goes. Hit him. Okay, he's down there now. You smoked him off there.
Took a little tumble.
Yeah, he knocked off. Look at that. He didn't go anywhere, but look at that. He's, oh man.
Big old head.
Look at the size of that bear. Oh, congratulations. Yeah, he's out. You drilled him. I could see as soon as you shot, he was down. He came off that cliff like he was. Look at the size of his noggin. Oh. Look at this bear. No kidding. What do you think of that? Yeah, I know the hide is loose.
Great job.
Oh, it's a great bear. That was quick.
Yeah, it happened very fast.
Yeah.
Right when we come through it,
Walking.
I was kind of daydreaming.
Yeah, I know. Well, because we walked. It's nice to get a young guy to walk. Yeah, I was getting ready to give up. The old guy was getting tired now. Look at the size of him.
I was getting tired too.
Look at the size of him. Perfect shot.
Really cool. I didn't anticipate that.
Yeah, no, it's a gorgeous bear. Remember I said at the beginning that John had 2 tags in his pocket. Our hunters are allowed to take 2 bears if they want on Vancouver Island. And of course, like every other hunter that gets 1 bear down, they want the second bear to be bigger. I mean, I want that too for John. Although his first bear was a monster, there was no way I wanted to make a mistake and get him a smaller bear, or even worse, get him a female bear. My worst nightmare as a guide is when a fellow's come up and paid all this money and I guide him to a female bear. I mean, it happens, but we sure don't want it to happen very often. It's perfectly legal, but we'd rather take the big boars, so we're extra careful when it comes to judging females from males. I think John and I turned down somewhere between 30 and 40 bears as we were looking for that one big one, the one that I knew for absolute sure was a male. Finally, from a logging road about 2 miles away, I spotted what I thought was the biggest bear in the world. To me, from that distance, it looked like it was about a 1,000-pound bear. As we got closer and closer, something just didn't seem right. For such a big bear, it sure had a tiny little head. And that's when I realized I wasn't looking at 1 bear, I was looking at 2 bears. We were hunting during the breeding season, and these bears were doing exactly what bears do during the breeding season. The good news was, as the guide, I didn't have to worry anymore whether it was a male or a female. Hit him again. This one up there. Be careful. Hold on.
Yeah, right there.
Right here. You got him. That was pretty wild.
Oh.
That was different.
Yeah.
Offhand.
Yeah, offhand. I'll take it.
Well, you know what? For me, I know which one's the boar.
There was no guessing on that
takes
one.
all the judging away. You know, it's got to be big to be the dominant boar in this area. Look at your bear. Perfect shot. Hey,
Thank you. How big is he?
he's huge. 7'6" square at least.
Big paw.
Weigh 20. Go, try and lift him. 450 pounds, guaranteed.
450 pounds.
Guaranteed.
Oh, beautiful goat. Oh man, I can't even lift him up.
No.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Scarred
It's all
up. He's
sparkly from the.
been fighting a little bit.
Look at the scars. Look at the scars.
He's been fighting.
Wow. Check out the pads.
This is what I think about when I was thinking about coming up here to shoot a bear.
Yeah, well, this is our island bears. These are
it, huh?
This is the classic island bear. Just a brute up front,
I mean,
heavy.
look at this. I can't even hold him up.
I know. And imagine how tough he is. He's been walking around these mountains his whole life. He's probably 15 years old. Our average age is 10 and a half. This one's older than
15
average.
years old.
Yeah. And I mean, you can see that even as an old man, he's still pretty virile.
Yeah, I'd say so. He could be a commercial for somebody.
Yeah. Believe it or not, this is whitetail country down here in Mexico. The whitetails are so adaptable. They live from way down here and even further south, almost to South America, except down there they're called brocket deer, I think is the very smallest subspecies of a whitetail. They live all the way through this country, right up through the States and up into Canada, which is where you're heading to hunt some of the biggest whitetails in the world. Actually, for anybody that really cares, it's been more than 30 years that I've been hunting those whitetails out in Saskatchewan. I won't miss the November whitetail season. I go every year. My parents still live out there. A lot of my friends are still out there. Plus, I outfit in Saskatchewan. I've got 800 square miles that's my own exclusive guiding area. When I go out there nowadays, though, I'm not all that interested in hunting for myself. I mean, I love being out on stand. I love videoing. I love watching these big bucks come in and seeing what size a buck will come in during the season. But mostly I take my friends out with me, or my father for sure. Every year we go hunting together on stand and have a little quality time together. And if my guides are available, if they've got a few days off, I'll take them down. You know, when they're guiding, they don't get a chance to hunt, but they do get the odd day off, and I'm sitting out there, I've got my stand set up, so why not take them? The first hunt you're about to watch is with one of my guides. It's Nick Huey. Nick's one of my cameramen, a tremendous golfer. He's taught me a lot about the game, taught me I don't know how to play it very well. And he had a few days off between the hunts to come out and see if we could find a big buck together.
Is it a doe or a buck? It's a buck, eh? How big is it, Nick? Oh yeah, he's a nice buck, Nick. Yeah, he's a beauty. He's a big one, Nick. You on him? Oh, he's a beauty. Yeah. Take your time. He's gonna go right by, Nick, so you're gonna have to shoot him. Yeah, I'm on him. Don't bump me. Don't bump me. No. I'm still on him.
I can't shoot him. He's too far to the right.
Yeah, way too long. What's your problem? Nick, just learned a really important lesson. When someone says there's a buck coming, you don't get your binoculars up, you get your gun up, because no one can ever shoot a big buck with their binos. There he is, bang! Oh no, I use my gun. Oh, bang. Dead deer. It was big. Nick, just explain what happened.
Explain what happened. Well, it's pretty obvious what happened. The buck took too long. He went by too quick. Didn't give me a chance to get ready.
Too quick? That was a minute.
Well, you know, I didn't want to spook the does.
Oh, you didn't do that, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, so, hopefully I'll come back. I can't believe that. It's just, I guess it's a rookie mistake.
Nick guessed it was a rookie mistake. The good thing is he learned his lesson, and I knew the next time a big buck came out, he wouldn't be looking through his binos, he'd be looking through the scope. It didn't take very long for the bucks to start showing up again. The very next day, they started coming out of the woodwork. It was one of those perfect days when the stars line up. It was crisp and cold. I think at one point we had something like 20 deer out in front of us. We had to be patient. The problem with getting a big buck most times, for most hunters, is they tag up on a small one before the big one shows up. Now, I wasn't going to say anything to Nick, but I started to get concerned. We were running out of daylight. I thought maybe I'd made a mistake. We only had about 20 minutes of shooting time left, and maybe we should have shot one of the earlier bucks. You start questioning, right? You're being selective. And that's when it happened. Suddenly, off to our left, right close, like right below our blind, out came a monster 5x5, really wide, beautiful buck.
Nick, are you? Are you steady? I mean, he's close, right? Not yet. No. Wait till he's got his head up. Good stuff. Okay, take him anytime.
There he goes. He's going down. He's down. Yeah, I got him. I smoked him.
Nick!
That was awesome.
Oh!
Man, I thought he'd never give us a shot.
That's a perfect shot.
I found it.
Hey!
Thanks, Jim.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
That was beautiful.
He came in right beside the blind, eh?
I know, he came walking right by.
Oh, my heart was just going. That was all those tense moments. It's like, I had to wait like 5 minutes. My heart was just pounding the whole time.
Holy smokes.
He only went about 20 yards.
Yeah, he tipped right over.
Whew, that was exciting. Oh, I could see the rack sticking out of the snow.
He's wide, Nick.
Big body, too.
Oh, Nick.
Jimbo. Jimbo.
You did.
He's got some good mass, too, Jim. Oh, I can barely lift his head.
Oh, goodness sakes, Nick.
He's got really long main beams, too, Jim.
He's a beauty.
This is a nice buck. Look, he's all roughed up.
Hey, Nick. Congratulations.
Thanks, Jim. This is so exciting.
Oh, he's a brute.
Oh, he's just...
He's massive,
He's got a huge body, too. Oh, that's awesome.
Now, Nick and I had seen so many deer there that I wanted to make sure we got someone else on that stand as quickly as we could. So about 2 days later, Sean Big Board Lingle, you've probably heard of him? No? Okay, well, Sean is one of my guides. He's guided with me for about 15 years. He's a tremendous guide and not a bad hunter. And he had a couple days off, so I sent him and Jim Bissinen, my right-hand man, to see what else might be lurking in those woods. I figured there had to be at least one more buck as big as the one that Nick got. There's no way there couldn't be with that many does hanging around.
And alive. Did you see that thing yet get hit? Oh, I am so excited. What a shot. Oh, my first whitetail with black powder. That was so exciting. I want to see this thing. That thing was standing. It's about 60 yards, something like that. Right here. Hit it right here. Took off and ended up right over there. What a beautiful buck. Look at all the tracks here. Ooh, nice buck. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's my first black powder whitetail. What a beautiful deer. Oh yeah. Look at that. Tell you, we saw so many deer in here. We were seeing 20 to 30 does in here at one time feeding on all this buckbrush, and the bucks would come out and just scent check, and once they've checked all through, in they go again, so you had to be quick. And this guy come out, he threatened to go in a couple times. He'd come in and check and then head back in, come back out, and luckily the third time he come out, he came out and gave us a shot. What a beautiful Saskatchewan's got a pile of deer.
Take number 8. Don't you be making any fun this time. There's lots of places like here in Old Mexico where you do hunt from a vehicle. In this case, we're up in a high seat on the top of a Suburban that gets our heads up high enough that we can see the mule deer sort of over the underbrush. Africa is another place that you hunt from a vehicle, and the hunt you're about to watch is a hunt from Tanzania where we hunted from a vehicle, and in fact there was some shooting from a vehicle, even though technically it's not allowed. You'll have to watch the entire hunt to know what I mean. I was hunting over there with Danny McCallum Safaris, and Mike Fell was my PH. I've hunted with Mike a lot. You've probably seen his ugly mug on many of our videos before. We call him the adrenaline junkie. He loves the dangerous game, loves to be in those dangerous situations. I, on the other hand, we call it the chicken. And the reason is because I like to survive. I've got this survival mechanism that wants me to avoid the dangerous situations. The thing is too, I hunt with a muzzle loader. So when I'm over in Africa, I get one shot, and I've got about the same energy as a 30-30. And when there's 2,000-pound animals that enjoy killing muzzleloader hunters and stomping them into the dust, I try to avoid those places where they hang out. It only makes sense, right?
Got a big herd of buffalo here, a couple hundred of them. We found them right at first light. Now we're gonna work them all day long.
Muzzleloader or not, and survival or not, I wasn't over in Africa to avoid these buffalo. I knew that eventually, if I wanted to get one with a muzzleloader, I was going to have to go into the tall grass, into this bush country, this thick bush country, and hunt them face to face, close up. There was no other way. Scary as it was, that's what we did.
There's buffalo everywhere. Buffalo everywhere. Come. All around us. George. Time to run. You okay, Cody? Look. Holy moly.
Cody, don't drop back like that. Stay with us, Cody. It's
Cody
bloody
White,
dangerous.
Cody's hurt.
What happened to him?
He fell. Mike, can't we hunt him in some shorter grass?
This wind's helping us out and they don't hear us coming.
Yeah, it's making the tall grass wave around so they can't hear us. Oh, they can't see us either.
Nice big herd, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go and find some lone bulls.
Well, you don't want to go after the herd?
No, I didn't see anything I like that. There's lots of young bulls and stuff.
It's too far be it from me to complain. I think we should leave. I agree. I think we should have left 15 minutes ago before we're in the middle of them. What do you do for kicks and giggles? Like jump out of airplanes without parachutes, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Once we decided to leave the big herd alone, it didn't take us very long to find a bachelor herd of Dugga boys, old ancient bulls that are just too mean to hang out with the herd. Let's charge the mic. I'm just gonna rest right here while Mr. Adrenaline checks out these bulls. That was scary. That is.
We went very far away.
That is fun. Cape buffalo here in Tanzania. Close to, like 30 yards away. Oh my goodness sakes. My legs were all wobbly. Then you start running towards them. What's that all about?
See how close we can get.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. It's hot out here, right?
It is, huh?
Do you see buffalo in the middle of the day like this sometimes?
Oh yeah, very much so. You know, come down to these little water holes to drink.
Oh, is that right?
Up into them.
And we're looking for not a big herd. We're looking for smaller, like 1 or 2 animals.
Solitary bulls, I think, will be better for what we need.
Sultry bulls?
Solitary.
Oh, solitary. I knew you were weird, but I didn't know what a sultry bull thing. And then are they easier to sneak up on when there's just an individual? I mean, we tried some herds, but we didn't quite get close.
I think we'll have more joy. There are less eyes and less ears on those.
More joy?
Old bulls, yeah.
More joy. Seriously, all over the show. These are colloquialisms from over here in Africa. I don't know what they mean, but I assume that more joy means this is going to be great.
Yes.
If we find it, it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah, exactly.
And great it turned out to be. Later that afternoon, we found exactly what we were looking for. An ancient old Dugga boy by himself. Even his tail had been ripped off by a lion at some point in his life. He was in a perfect position for a stalk.
140 yards. It's got him. The wind's not good. It's turning all the time.
Pembe yake nzuri. Pembe yake nzuri. Reload, Jim.
Watch out.
Piga vizuri.
What did you see?
It's got nice horns, eh?
I didn't see. Cape Buffalo bull. That was about 70 yards
Safi wuya.
when we finally took the shot. I mean, it felt really good, but I couldn't see his legs, and I don't like that with the front leg. I can't see where to put the bullet, so I'm guessing how far behind his neck. Now, I was darn sure I'd made a perfect shot through the lungs, and normally we'd leave that bull alone for an hour and then go in after him, but we were losing light. We had to make a choice. Leave him and go in the dark, or go in right now on the vehicle, and that's what we decided would be the safer thing to do. Mike and I stood on the back of the truck up top, and we were only 100 yards away from where I'd taken the first shot when we spotted the bull laying on his side with his head down.
Small.
I saw it. It looks like it's dark already.
Lenga sasa. Lenga hii. Kata.
You saw his boss back?
Kata. Huyu. Yeah, he's dead. Simama.
He's dead now.
Yeah, he got one between the eyes. Where'd you hit him?
Over the neck.
Yes! If you went in on foot, you would have even finished, huh? Naona Everest? Naona kitu nimesema? Wewe unakuwa unataka kuja hapa katikati.
Nikwambie kwamba ingia.
Wewe unakuwa unataka kuja hapa katikati. Mimi nasema wewe subiri sasa. That was a charge, huh?
Yeah.
Did you get that, cuz?
Yes, sir.
What can you?
Mike asked me if I wanted to use my night muzzleloader for this. I said, no thank you. I'll use the 375. 375 Weatherby.
Hey! You got one right.
Perfect, eh? There'll be one over his head.
Pembe yake nzuri. Big buffalo.
Is it? Well, that's a little pure adrenaline hunting buffalo here in Tanzania with Mike Fell. My first shot was right through the lungs, high through the lungs. With the muzzleloader we gave him, we could have given him a lot more time, and then we wouldn't have had that problem. But in this country, if you wait another hour, then the light goes down. Then you got to come in here in the dark, and you're not positive of the shot. So he wanted to know exactly what was going on. Well, we found him. Thump. It's not about egos, it's about safety, and that's why we went in with the truck. You can go in on foot, but you're going to take a chance. On a much sadder note, a good friend of mine, Bob Fontana, was killed 2 days ago here in Tanzania by a Cape Buffalo. And it's a dangerous thing to do. You have to be safety conscious, safety aware all the time. I mean, the shot was perfect with muzzleloader. He was going to die in 5 minutes, but you just can't take the chance. You got to do it right, and that's what we did. And it's not about ego. So this one's for Bobby. Great old bull.
Nice old buffalo, huh? Well done, Jim.
Jim Shockey presents more action-packed high-adventure hunting videos. Jim Shockey's Hunting Adventure video series featuring African safari, cave bears on the Pacific Rim, and the quintessential Canadian whitetail experience. Videos highlighting successful hunts from all over the world, the Middle East, China, Russia, and Australia. Award-winning video footage will keep you at the edge of your seat. Monster moose, close up and personal. Spot and stock giant Vancouver Island black bear, plus dangerous game muzzleloader hunts for Cape buffalo, lion, hippo, and polar bear at 15 feet. Plus Jim's own record hunts for Roosevelt elk, bison, plains game, and much more. To order Jim Shockey's hunting videos, call 888-826-1011 or go to jimshockey.com.
What? Just which one? I can't see up there.
Yeah, I think Colin knows. I'm not gonna shoot you.
I can't see nothing. Like I look there, I can't see anything. This is too. Okay, I'm gonna see those ones over there.
You gotta zoom in tight before you can see them. When you zoom in tight, you have to know where they are.
No. No, there's no way, Code. I'm looking at him. I can't.
Come on.
There's no way.
Zoom. Hold it at about 1/4 zoomed in. Okay.
1/4 zoom.
And that way you can kind of see little dots, and then slowly zoom to them, and they'll come clear.
I can't see nothing.
I was like zooming as far as I could tight on everyone. You go. The front one, zoom on the red. Front one on the red.
Okay.
Oh no, on the left now.
What? I could.
Did you get it?
I don't know.
Oh boy. That's 2 in a row, Jeff.
Is it?
I think you missed 10 in a row.
Yeah, I do. Fascinating. You guys have been great. Fantastic. Thank you very much for the pictures. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah. What did I just say? I'm the funny guy with the weird hair. I'm actually pretty good at it. So what did I say? I'm wearing long underwear and my hair's pink or something?
Not to go, it'll be on your life back. It's Jim Shock. Not to go, it'll be on your back. It's Jim Shock.
Imagine using a decoy so simple and effective, it'll change the way you hunt everything, every time. Well, you don't have to imagine anymore. With Renzo Silhouette decoys, you can now make any game come to you. Transport these lightweight, durable decoys anywhere you hunt and set them up easily and quietly in just seconds. With these affordable decoys, you can set up an entire herd hassle-free. Renzo's game-pooling photorealism with images on both sides not only rivals the real thing, it makes all those other noisy, expensive decoys obsolete. Simply add a tail and your favorite scent, and you're ready for the excitement of point-blank decoy action. The most rewarding thing about using your lifelike Renzo's decoy is the new heights of fun and excitement that they'll put back into your hunting experience. So stop hunting with only chance on your side. Put a few Renzo's decoys there instead, and increase your odds of filling the freezer or tagging that once-of-a-lifetime trophy. With